Hi there, I'm Andre from Peak Motorcycles and I'm here at EICMA 2024 and I'm here at the Fantic stand. So they've got a few things here that are interesting. I hope they're interesting. So I'll show them to you and you can see what you think. So first up we have the Caballero 500 Scrambler. Now this used to be the 450 Zongshen unit, very similar to what's in my Cove but in a different state of tune. This has now been upped to 500 cc's. I assume that is to comply with Euro 5 standards. But yeah, I just love how these bikes are finished. You know, this one has had a few nice new things for this year. Just looking down, you can see they've got that heat guard, just all that lovely billeted foot peg hangers underneath there. There's the Arrow exhaust in there. There's the heat shield for that. And just coming up, from the back of the bike, you've got those, you've got the round rear light. You've got those grab handles for a pillion, and then the saddle, and then a place to actually with some like holes for the webbing, so you can put a tank bag on without scratching your tank. And then the handlebars and that TFT dash. Here we also have the 500 Deluxe, which looks fairly similar. I'm sure it's got a few extra bells and whistles on there, and I really should look at what those are, and perhaps they're suspension related. Actually no, there's just a few more billeted parts, like the reservoir on the top there. It's also available in a 125, and if I come down here, we also have the 700s. The 700 has the Yamaha engine that's in the Tenere. So if you want a Tenere with some slightly more classic looks, maybe this is the bike to go for. You can see it's got that Brembo caliper at the front. You can just see the heatsink on the back of that low profile LED headlamp. And I think they look great. Coming up here, they have another one that's got the full luggage on. It's the travel version. Again, it's got that lovely sort of billeted foot peg hanger, nice paint job, the place for that tank bag to be fitted at the top. Little fly screen on the front. Yeah, this is the Caballero 700 Travel. Makes about 74 horsepower, 175 kilos dry. So yeah, even lighter than the Tenere from which that engine is derived. There is also a deluxe version of the 700, which is what this is. Again, it's got that grab handle at the back. Just coming around the front, just give you a look at that. This one doesn't have the fly screen and the other travel accessories fitted, but they do look pretty cool. Fantic also make rally bikes. I think these have got Yamaha engines in them, but these you can buy them pretty much ready to go if you want to go and do the Dakar. The one on the left is a Dakar bike. In fact, that one I think's come from maybe the Rally du Maroc. On the right hand side, that's the rally bike that you can just buy. I think that one hasn't had very much done to it. If I go around and give you a bit of a look, you can see it's even got a place for a number plate hanger on the back. This is the XEF Rally 450, and yeah, that really is quite cool. It doesn't have the full-blown rally setup up there. If I come up and show you, you can see it's got a lot of the control buttons, but it's essentially got a smaller, more compact rally tower with a fuse box, the small dash, and a tablet in place. Fantic also make a lot of e-mountain bikes. Now I'm not really going to focus on these because that isn't really what this channel is for, but I thought I'll give you a quick look as I'm walking past. Okay, so over here we have the Enduro and Motocross bikes. All the competition bikes that are on display, the championship winning bike. And then over on this side we have the XEF 125 competition, which is I just really like how these things are finished. You know, they just look really, really polished. I think these are more sort of race ready enduro bikes rather than trail rides. We also have an XC50 with a little 50cc engine in there, and also available as a supermoto. Here we have the two-strokes, so we have the Fantic XC 125, and then we have the 125XX. Here we have the XX250, and I'll give you a closer look at the XC300. So this is based around that Yamaha 300cc engine. They've raised that one up high. I think they actually had this one up on a plinth in a different sticker job at last year's show. But yeah, really, really cool bikes. The last few we have here is the XSF, so that's the 4-stroke 250. The XEF 310, which again is the 4-stroke 310cc. And the last one for here is the XEF 450, that's the 4-stroke 450. What we also have here is they have a stand showing off super sports. And here we have the Imola 125. So it's a 125cc sports bike, but I think that really does look the business. One with the lady on up there is the 500cc version, the Imola 500. And then those same 500 and 125cc engines have made it into these naked bikes. Both of them actually look like singles. So yeah, this one here is the Stealth 500. Let's give you a look at that. Down below. Yeah, really nicely finished. Simple, but I guess they don't need to be complicated. And the last one we have here is the Stealth 125, which again, I think for a 125, looks pretty awesome. Someone did ask me in one of the pre-show comments if I could show them some more 125 bikes, and yeah, I think if I was after a 125, that would be a fine choice. So that is it. That is my video from the Fantic stand here at EICMA 2024. I had hoped to see perhaps a new iteration of their XEF 250 Trail, which you can get in the UK, but they don't have one here. I did ask them and they said, oh, yeah, we only export that to some markets, mostly the UK. So lucky us, we get a Fantic 250 trail bike, but few other markets do. Unfortunately, that means that there isn't one here. Maybe there'll be one at Motorcycle Live in a few weeks' time. So I hope that's been interesting and useful. If it has, please check out my other content and maybe I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.